Okay guys, a big day today. We have a chance to all but secure European football next season. If you beat Glentoran in the league, that all but secures third place. Then you go and beat Coleraine in the cup semi-final, and unless Linfield go and lose to a championship club, it's job done. European football again next year. So it's 2 big games in 6 days. So Cargbo, make sure you're well rested, mate. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to Season 7, Episode 13 here at H&W Welders on The Impossible Dream. And today we have a chance, as I said in the intro there, to basically seal up European football next season. We're going to play Glentoran in the league. A win there will all but secure third for us. Then we've got Coleraine in the Irish Cup semi-final. A win that, get to the final, and that should be job done, assuming that Linfield don't lose to Ballyclare Comrades, who are second tier, so you wouldn't think they will. Now, we begin in the medical centre, and that is because, behind my head here, Peter Boyle is season done. A torn thigh muscle for him. In and of itself, that's not the worst injury. I mean, it's a bad injury, but it's not the worst player to lose. 2 to 3 months, so it's definitely season over. What he is he's a useful, him and McCulloch basically, as you know, they share that left wing back role. So losing him means that we basically have McCulloch. So if he gets it, if we were to get an injury to McCulloch now, we would be in some serious trouble. So hopefully we're not going to have that. But yeah, we have lost Peter Boyle for the rest of the season. He's done okay for us this year. I mean, you can see he's a sort of a 6-7 player, isn't he? He's, as I said before, he's a frustrating one. He does okay without being spectacular. That's pretty much Peter Boyle. Now, there's one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was the last game before the split in the league. We were facing even Dungannon. Let's see how we did. We took an early lead when Hull embarrassed our former keeper, Henry Popple. Sean Simpson made it 2-0 before McCulloch crossed for Cargbo for our third late on. And of course, by Dungannon, I meant Institute. But we were comfortable in this one. What about McCulloch's little Rabona cross there for Cargbo at the end? It was a good performance from us. As I said in the piece there, you could see Henry Popple, our former goalkeeper. This is where he ended up. He's not covering himself in glory, but I mean, he served his purpose for us. He plays a decent player, got us to where we need to be, and then we replaced him. So it's no slight on him. But yeah, generally speaking, we played well. Hall, Simpson, and Cargbo with the goals. You can see from XG, it wasn't necessarily a high-quality game, but we took our chances that came along and we defended quite well. So that's always a positive. A quick look at the what am I trying to say? League table here. You can see we've got that 4-point gap there to Glentoran. Ballymina's gone. They're not catching us. So yeah, if we win this, 7 points clear with and they'll have to play Linfield and Larne twice. You wouldn't imagine they'll get too much from that. It should be essentially job done. Then, of course, we'll go into the Irish Cup semi-final, and it's Ballyclare Comrades and Linfield. If you would assume Linfield will win that, obviously, that's where they play the games for a reason. But if we can win, you would imagine it would be a Welders Linfield final, and that would be enough for us to guarantee third being a European spot. So let's go and get this thing underway. It's Glentoran first up. We're expecting a 4-4-2 from them. And this is the team that we are sending out. I'm hopeful this will be the team that plays both games, but we'll have to wait and see how we come through this one. It's Taylor in goal. It's Kocha, Williams, and Sobowale. They are sort of cementing themselves as our best three, I think. Hall down the right, McCulloch down the left, McQuaid and Willis in midfield. It is Simpson in behind Cargbo and McDade. And, let's see what we can do. So we can see the team sheets here. I think it's a new manager for them, I think, Graham Arthur. I don't recognise the name. And we don't usually see a 4-4-2 from Glentoran either. What do we want to say to this? What do we want to say? We don't have a great record against them. So let's just say play your natural game, boys. The result will come. We are playing quite well, but of course, this is the pressure game now. All right, and here we go. So this is this is a big game. Look at the crowd too. Now, of course, a local derby as well. This one, isn't it? These are one of our bigger rivals. So it's good to see the stadium filling up. It was someone in the comments, Gaz Monster, I think it was, that said that it's good to see the attendances creeping up. And this is another game now where it looks as though we've got a very good crowd in. Glentoran and Linfield do tend to be bigger crowds. Linfield, I think, just because of the size of the club. And Hull gets that clear. This is not a great start for us, though, is it? And then Glentoran, I'm assuming, just because it's a derby, but maybe word's getting out that this Welders side is a little bit special. Here we go with Willis trying to close them down. Can we get that away? Not really. I don't like where this is headed. There's the ball through the middle, and Taylor makes a big save for us. Not an ideal start. Let's give them an encourage. And, well, it's nice to see all those Welders shirts in the stands, isn't it? Yet, when we get to the end of season, no doubt we'll have sold 5 shirts, and those are all coming off the black market, I assume. Come on, boys, come on. 17 minutes gone. Another highlight starts with Glentoran. We haven't seen anything from ourselves as of yet, have we? Which makes me think we might need to. That's gone straight through everybody, and Seamus Duffy has given Glentoran the lead. Let's get rid of all this. Raise that tempo up. And hopefully that goal will wake us up, because we've not been in this game so far. Cross in. I think Williams was it. Not quite sure what he's doing. And, yeah. Could Taylor have maybe done a little bit better at his near post? Let's try demand more. But, yeah, like I say, we haven't been in the game as of yet. All right. We've got a goal kick. We go long for Simpson. Lots of space there for him through the middle. Can he pick a pass for McDade? Simpson striding forward. He goes for Cargbo instead. Can Hamza and Cargbo pull us level? It's bouncing around. It was a good block. It's still there. But is the highlight going to continue here? It looks as though it is. Now, do I have Cargbo on support? I do. Oh, no. Long highlight. Here comes Glentoran. We do not want to go 2-0 down in this game. This will, of course, cut the gap to 1. And suddenly third would be looking a lot less secure. That is, what is McDade doing? He's left his man, but for some reason it's a bit of a pointless highlight. A corner. McQuaid to take. Cargbo's in there. It's headed away. Simpson should get to that, though. He does. Can we get a second ball in? Simpson crosses it in for Cargbo. Down to McDade. McDade! Can't find the finish. But at least we're creating now, which is something we weren't doing early on. Is this a game where we need to switch from this formation to wingers? Of course, we saw last episode we needed to go the other way. Okocha maybe getting a little bit of himself out of position there. Cross comes in. Oh, that is offside, I think. Sobowale. You know what we're going to do? We're going to try and counter-press them here. It's not working right now, is it? We're just far too passive. Let's go put a little bit of pressure on them and see if we can finish the half strongly. 1-0. Well, it's not terrible. We can recover from that, but it wasn't a good performance, was it? Show a bit of desire. I can get on board with that. Let's pump the fist, say we have faith in them. We've got Willis looking nervous. We do have Tipton on the bench, so won't be afraid to use him if it comes to that. We'll give this a little bit of time. They've sort of gone to a more attacking 4-4-2 now, haven't they? Can we get ahead on that? Oh, Jesus, is it a foul? We might get away with it. No, it's an own goal. All right. Well, this is clearly not working, isn't it? I'm not quite sure. So I'm assuming it's just gone through and just hit McCulloch, has it? Let's give this not even 5 minutes. This highlight will give it. McCulloch to Okocha. I mean, at this point, we're just hoping we... Oh, for f***'s sake, Okocha. We're just hoping we can somehow come back and scramble a point, but this is going to end that. And we've come out with a chance to basically secure European football for ourselves, and we've shut the bed. All right, who's McCulloch's? Oh, I'm so frustrated at this. All right, what do we do? Let me think. Okay, so we've made 2 subs. Cargbo and Okocha have gone off for Ebioe and Fitzpatrick. We're going to go with wingers. And, I mean, at 3-0, it's not going to happen, is it? But we've just looked at absolute shambles. I tell you what, I'd like to see how close he is to offside. Because he certainly looked offside to me. We're not going to see it. Yeah, I mean, this is just so disappointing because I don't know where this has come from. We've looked really, really solid in the league, and suddenly we've come out and we look hopeless. Completely hopeless. We've created next to nothing. We don't look like we can defend. And it's really, that's a hell of that for a first touch from Fitzpatrick. Can he get us something going here? 20 minutes to go. McDade to Willis. Back to McDade. Can he get us back in this game? He's hit the post. It's just not meant to be, is it? It's bouncing. Oh, it's gone in. Well, maybe it is meant to be. A little bit of luck there. A shambles for them this time. It's 3-1. And well, what looked like it was going to be a wonderful goal. The posters saved them. And then McDade's just causing a problem. It's cleared into his own defender. Goalkeeper can't get back in time, and, well, maybe there is a little bit of hope in this yet. You never know. Come on, boys, let's demand more. Let's go all-out attack as well. It's not really happening. McCullough has absolutely embarrassed himself. And, well, it's not happening, is it? That's really disappointing. It's one of those games you wish you could do again. I'm assuming that the team talk at the start was wrong because we just never got going in that one. And there we go. That makes third. Yeah, not as much of a slam dunk as I was hoping it would be. 1 point is the gap now. So Glentoran east to victory. Cardbow, of course, is tied. And yeah, it's autoplay 4 in the league. Guys, wait right there. We'll see if we can make a cup final. We've got to be a lot better than that when we play Coleraine. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the semi-final, and we've got some bad news. We have lost not one, but both our fullbacks, Luca Hall and also Brian McCullough. Now, I said at the start of the episode, we didn't have really a backup. They're both suspended for this one. Yellow card accumulation, which I wasn't aware of, A, and B, I didn't realize it would count into the cup, even if it was, even if it did count. It said here that they're suspended for the game against Larne. I can tell you they are not. They are very much suspended for this semi-final. And just to add a little bit more bad news, Glentoran has played a game against Carrick Rangers. They've won that. So, yes, we have a game in hand, but we find ourselves outside of the top 3 as things stand. So it's all going a little bit wrong so far this episode. It's not lucky 13 for us, that is for sure. Episode number, of course. We're expecting a 5-3-2 from them. And this is a team we're going with. Now, because of a lack of a left-back, Moran cannot play as a wing-back. He has to play as a full-back. So we've had to change the formation. So hopefully maybe it's going to be one of these things that just kind of works out in our favour. So it's Taylor in goal. It's Morano, Kocha, Sobowale and Simpson as the back 4. Simpson, of course, coming in for the injured Hall. He's okay. He's not bad at all. It is McQuaid and Willis in midfield. It's Gowan coming in. We've seen him be an absolute star at times this season when we've needed him. So he plays down the right. It's Fitzpatrick down the left. Simpson and McQuaid through the middle. Well, let's hope we can do this. Okay, so we can see the team sheets here. I don't recognise any former players of ours, so no one to come back and haunt us, which is always a nice bonus. Go out there, show the world you have what it takes. I'm going to say maybe do we do it for the fans today. It's a semi-final. They're going to be looking forward to it. We owe them from that Glentoran game, that's for sure. All right, and here we go. TV game. Oh, Sonar. Miles Sonar is on the bench for them, so there is a former player of ours. I keep forgetting that we sold him there. Coleraine, they've really struggled this year. They're in the bottom, or the relegation group, I think is what it's called, isn't it? They're safe from relegation. That actually just happened. Are we at Dungannon's home ground? That would be just our luck, wouldn't it? All right, we've got an early throw-in. I'd like to say an early highlight, but that might be premature. Fitzpatrick has it to Moran. Back to McQuaid. Can McQuaid pick out? It's a wonderful ball. What a pass for Simpson, and Simpson gives us an early lead. And what about that pass from McQuaid? It was a stunner. And we are 1-0 up, celebrating in the car. We're away from home. This isn't a neutral venue, I take it. Maybe we're at Colerane's stadium. I thought we were at a neutral venue, but we've got away fans tucked in the corner. And look at that pass from McQuaid. That was beautiful, wasn't it? And Simpson making 0 mistakes on the finish as well. 2 minutes in, and a little bit of redemption so far for that game against Glentoran. I did remember to change the marking assignments, which is unlike me. Fitzpatrick, no one really at the near post. And would anybody like to go and chase that, please? So this is already looking dangerous, isn't it? We're doing a decent job getting back. A long-range effort. Taylor's there. It's cleared away by Moran, was it? Or was it Okocha? Either way, it's safely tucked away in the stands. So we'll take that. If we could get a second goal, that would be a wonderful thing. Yeah, I really don't understand what happened in that Glentoran game. The only thing I can think of is that the pre-game team talk was just poor, because we weren't at it the entire game. So I think I'll have to take that one on the chin and just say that's my bad. I did something wrong, and it's 1-1. And that is a very, very simple goal to concede. We might need to do a little bit of work on just general defending. Just the basics, mark the opposition players. Sobowale couldn't quite get back. Taylor probably should be saving that, if we're honest. It wasn't given as offside. Simpson, I think, was just playing you on, wasn't he? And that's a little bit too simple. So it's 1-1. And this cup semi-final is unfortunately very much back on. And that's half-time. Well, we scored the better goal. That should be worth something, shouldn't it? All right, so let's point our fingers, say, give everything, dig in, don't lose it from here, boys. You just get that horrible feeling that on the back of what's been a really good season for us, playing in Europe as well, making a European group stage debut, we've come through a tough spell, with the European fixtures, then the fixture pile up in December and January. McDade here, and McDade can't find the back of the net. Was he offside? He may have been offside. It looked as though we were going to get third sort of nailed in the bag, and are we just going to have a little blip at the wrong time of the season for us? And is it going to cost us European football next season? What's happened here? It's a throw-in. Let's mark them up, boys. The encouraged shout goes out. Come on. Ball over the top. Oh, Taylor. I'm wondering if we... I'm wondering if we're just a little bit too high up. Let's maybe try lowering down this tempo as well. There's just that feeling the game is sliding, isn't there? Gowan with a header, a clear. Good header from Gowan. Yeah. Simpson with a free kick. Can we get on the end of that? No, we can't. Ball forward. Early to nobody. Moran hacks it back. Oh, what is this? We're playing for territory, apparently. Drum. He knocks it forward. Can we win that header? We can't. But Simpson picks up the knockdown. Fitzpatrick to McQuaid. Can McQuaid pull out another little bit of magic? He goes to Moran for Simpson. Fitzpatrick. McDade makes a run. Willis is getting forward as well. We've got Gowan at the back post. Is this the moment? McDade. It's full through. Gowan. Oh, Gowan. He's barely made contact at all. He's just passed it back to the goalkeeper. Let's try demand more. Let's also try exploiting these flanks. Let's raise the tempo back up. We're going to extra time and penalties, aren't we? Because why wouldn't we? We'll give them some more encouragement. Come on, boys. Oh, I can't believe Gowan missed that chance. And it is going to be extra time. Again, we'll go with the don't let this slip away. Again, we'll fist pump. We do have Cogbo on the bench. We also have Thorne and Ebioe. McDade has not had a good day up there, has he? So do we call it on him and get the big man up there? We'll put him on support and see if this works for us. Everybody has bad days, don't they? This has... McDade hit the ground running and has kind of faltered a little bit. Now, my intention, I should say too, was to vote on Viewers Player of the Year today. Given the situation in the league, it's not gone to plan, so I don't think we'll be doing that because we're going to have to come back and show the rest of the... Not the rest of the league season, but certainly the end of it anyway. So we'll do that next episode. So it does mean there's one final chance to vote, to nominate players for Viewers Player of the Year. If you'd like to do that, by all means. Now we're going to have to, A, make some changes, and B, have a look at penalty takers here, aren't we? Let me do that, and I'll edit it out. Okay, so we have brought Ebioe on for Gowan. Thorne is our best penalty taker. We're going to need to try and get him on the field. I'm wondering if we take Cogbo off, who's not a great penalty. He can play centre-back. He certainly plays centre-back internationally. I wonder... The only one that's not playing well back there is Simpson, though. All right, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring Thorne on for Simpson. This is massively risky. We'll move Okocha over as a fullback. We'll send Cargo back as a centre-back. He does it internationally. Tackling of 2. What could possibly go wrong? And let's use Thorne up there as an advanced forward. And, well, let's hope that Cargo can actually defend. We've never tried him there before. And as we encourage them, it is going to be penalty. Oh, it's not. We've still got one last highlight. What is going to become of this? Can we make the Willis for Tipton change? Do we still have a sub? Tipton's not a terrible penalty taker. Here we go with Thorne. Oscar Thorne, can he win it for us? Oscar Thorne. Oh, our finishing has been woeful. Ball forward. Cargbo's there. Nods it down to Willis. Can we get another chance here? Fitzpatrick, there's about 15 seconds left of extra time. Can he get a cross in? Ebioe's there. Thorne is there. It's blocked away. I tell you what, the way we're playing, I have zero faith in us putting away any penalties. We just look horrid in front of goal, don't we? All right, let's pump our fists. No, I don't expect you to win the shootout. Let's not do that. Relax, pick your spot. Don't change your mind. This is your chance to be heroes. Have no regrets. And, well, of course it's penalties, because why wouldn't it be? 1-1 in normal time. 1-1 after extra time. Coleraine stick away their first penalty. Of course, going second is always hideous. Ebioe steps forward. Come on, mate. Ebioe tucks it away. It's McGravy coming forward to face Taylor. I mean, Taylor is a decent shot stopper, so... Oh, he's almost got to that. But it ends in the back of the net. It is Thorne. Now, we brought him on specifically to take a penalty. And, well, ideally, he would have scored that chance in the extra time. Thorne just about does enough. Come on, Taylor. We need it from you, mate. Make this save. Make the save. It's Montgomery versus Taylor. Oh, he's gone the right way again, and again, he can't quite get there. And going second is horrid, isn't it? It really, really is. Matt Moran, now he is a decent penalty taker as well. We've seen him take penalties for us, and he's tucked that away spectacularly. Good penalty from him. And now it's Moore versus Taylor. Come on, Tails. We need you, mate. Please, please, please. Taylor. Oh, how has he not saved that one? We're going to lose this. I have absolutely no doubt about that. We've been just, for some reason, shocking. Simpson with a spot kick. That's another good one from him. And it's sudden death now. The 5th penalties. Taylor versus O'Connor. Come on, Taylor. Oh, how has he not saved that? Mate! And who's taking number 5? Up steps William... Well, I think we all know what's happening here, don't we? Usually it's against Glentoran, but it's not the first time we've seen McQuaid step up to take a penalty, a decisive penalty. William McQuaid. Oh, he scored it. There we go. That's experience for you. All right, maybe we are going to turn this around. Taylor versus Campbell. Come on, Taylor. Surely you do. Oh, just friggin' stand there, man. He's doing his best to let them in. You're supposed to try and stop them, Taylor. And it's Cargbo. How has Taylor not saved those last 2 penalties? Sudden death for Cargbo. Come on, mate. Come on. Oh, that's a good penalty as well. Right to face Taylor. All right, Taylor, just stand there. Please, the round thing. Try and stop it. He's gone the right way again. I've never seen a keeper get so close to saving penalties and not save one of them. It's Okocha stepping forward. Now we're getting into the realms of players I don't think have ever taken a penalty before. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this one. I think that went in via the goalkeeper, didn't it? Taylor to face Lee now. This is becoming a marathon shootout. No one has missed as of yet. Come on, Lee. No one wants to see your score, mate. And he does. And it's 8-7. Who's stepping up for us now? Is it Sobowale? It is Sobowale. One centre-back scored. Can the other one score? Oh, come on. It's another good penalty. I tell you what, the quality of penalty in this shootout has been spectacular. Azuka, now we tried to sign him at one point. Have a miss, mate. Oh, that is, well, what's he doing taking the 9th penalty if he can do that? And it's Fitzpatrick. I have literally never seen this guy take a penalty before. And he's not taking the 9th one because he's good at them, is he? Oh, I can't look. And he does score. We're almost back to the keepers. It's Miles Sonar. All right, come on, Miles. Remember who gave you your second chance after you got released? Oh, and it's a good penalty. Who's left for us? I can't think. Willis. It's Willis, I think. No, it's Tipton. Oh, we did make the sub. Okay. George Tipton, who came on basically because Willis was tired, I think. Now, Tipton does have good composure. That doesn't mean he's going to score, of course. Again, he's not taking the 10th one because he's good at them. Tipton. He tucks it away and it's down to the penalties. Taylor versus Drum. Come on, Taylor. This is pride now. This is pride. Don't let him score against you. Oh, how has he not... How has he not saved a penalty? Wait. And they switch. And it's Taylor. I mean, he's let everything in. And he's going to miss the penalty now, isn't he? Oh, you never blame a goalkeeper for not saving the goal when he has scored. I tell you what, these two goalkeepers are shocking. And we're back to the top. McCourt versus Taylor. This is going to be a nightmare to edit. Come on, Taylor. Please make a save. Oh, just stand there. If he didn't move, he would have saved more penalties than he has. And we go back to the top and it's Ebioe again. It's the 24th penalty of the shootout. Come on, Malcolm. Oh, good penalty, good penalty. I'm at the point now where I just want the penalty shootout to end. It's McGreevy stepping forward again. Come on, McGreevy. Oh... I honestly am beginning to think that this is rigged, that Taylor is just not going to save a penalty and we're going to lose because of it. I can't believe he hasn't saved one. Thorne steps forward for the second time. What can he do second time around? Come on, Oscar. And there it is. Well, our European chances have taken a massive kick in the balls this episode. We are out of the cup, again on penalties, again in the semi-finals, and I'm far from pleased. Well, it was going so well, and suddenly it's all going wrong for us. This has been a horrible, horrible episode. We've got a little bit of cash, of course. Money doesn't necessarily mean too much to us at this point. And guys, that is it for today. McDade being looked at for the Northern Irish squad. I tell you what, you do a lot worse than call him up. But yeah, well, if you've enjoyed that for some reason, guys, make sure you hit thumbs up. I don't know what to say. It's been an absolute shambles. What we will do is we'll be back next time for Ballymena and Linfield. I don't expect us to get too much away at Larne, but we'll come back for Ballymena and Linfield. This is now officially your last chance to vote for to nominate viewers for Viewers Player of the Year. And then we'll end the season away to Carrick Rangers. And hopefully we'll end the season still with third to play for. Yeah, I mean, this could go on for a little bit yet. We might have to suffer the indignity of a playoffs to get into Europe. And, well, no one wants that. Take care.